and I am thrilled to be joined here by my good friend, Marjolein. She is the Managing Director of AVEX Group.
Yes.
I made sure to not get that wrong, my friend. And she's also on the board of directors of the GPA. And today we're going to talk about sustainability in the AV industry. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. I know that we have been having this discussion ongoing here at ISC, and it's wonderful to have you once more. So as we think about sustainability, can you tell me how we can help manufacturers and implementers start shifting their own thinking towards a more sustainable practice?
Yeah, well, what we see in Europe is that a lot is legislated already, and there's a shift of having to change. Mm-hmm. And actually, we should think about how do we switch from having to change to wanting to change. Mm-hmm. So actually, we are actively contributing as an industry to an enormous amount of e-waste, CO2 emissions, electricity use, all of that. Yeah. So we really need to rethink our business models and start to transform into wanting to change in order to have a better and sustainable world and business in the future.
That's so important to be able. I love how you started that. Shifting the conversation from thinking to wanting to, because that's from mind to heart. And yes. I think this is a very passionate industry about what we do and how we also impact the world to create more experiences.
Exactly.
So while we're here at ISC, having that heart behind what you do is phenomenal. So what does that look like in practice, like in practicality? What can we do?
We can do a lot, but we should just start by making small changes. We really need to shift the focus, create some more awareness, mm-hmm. And then try to make small steps. And every small step you take is one big leap in the future. Okay. We can just start, and we need to rethink our business model. Our traditional business model, As a system integrator, we're really happy if our end client wants to renew their new installation every 3 to 5 years because we make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah.
But we really need to rethink our business model because that's totally not sustainable. So we need to think about circularity, ownership, and way of making things more sustainable.
And speaking of circularity, what are some ways that we can plan that into a design or plan it into our next project? If I were to say, hey, I'm an AV integrator, I want to become a little bit more involved in sustainability. Mm-hmm. How can I do maybe just 2 things in my new design?
In new design, so we really need to cooperate in the complete supply chain. So it's not just us wanting to change. We need to make sure that the full supply chain is changing. And if you're a little bit into terminology in sustainability, you speak about scope 1, 2, 3. Scope 1 and 2 is the one you have direct influence on. Okay. So that's something that's quite easy to change, actually. Mm-hmm. But then there's scope 3, and most CO2 is emitted in scope 3, which is the one further up or down in the supply chain, and you don't have direct influence. Mm-hmm. But when you start bringing people together, you can actually make a difference there. So that's exactly what we did in our company as well. We've developed a CO2 neutral meeting room solution, mm-hmm. Working together in the full supply chain.
I love that order, and even though I would say if I were an integrator, even though I may not be able to affect phase 3, mm-hmm. Maybe I can select manufacturers that are already being more forward thinking about that.
Yes, definitely. And there are a lot of manufacturers who are already very active in this. We've been cooperating with them a lot already, and we're challenging each other because that's nice. If you find someone with the right DNA, mm-hmm. which matches our DNA in sustainable thinking, then you can actually challenge each other and make it better every step you go.
And that goes back to the heart and the mission of sustainability. It should be a collaborative effort,
exactly,
which I know you do really well across all regions of the globe. I had the pleasure of talking to you earlier today and some of your colleagues from GPA, and it was wonderful. So we are here at ISC in Barcelona, and it is an exciting show. There's so much going on. For folks who want to get involved with you, where can they find your booth?
Our booth is in Hall 2. I think it's 2P700. It's a GPA booth, and we also have a GPA lounge. And on Thursday, we do a lunch and learn there about sustainability as well. So everyone, feel free to join.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So you've given us a lot to think about, and I cannot thank you enough.